Probably one of the first gaming phone na nilabas ni OPPO. OPPO used to be known as a camera-centric na phone, pero this time naglabas na rin sila finally ng gaming phone. Here is the OPPO K13 Turbo 5G. Ano nga ba specs na ito? Powered by the MediaTek Dimensity 8450, which is the same as the Reno 14 Pro 5G. 50MP na main camera sensor, and what's nice dito sa kanya, below yung kanyang 50MP na main camera sensor, meron siyang cooling fan. Actually, una hindi siya halata eh. Meron din siyang 7,000 mAh na battery, supporting up to 80 watts of fast charging. And meron din siyang IP68, IP69 dust and water resistance. All of that below 20,000 pesos. Sabihin ko sa inyo exact price after this quick intro. Now, si OPPO K13 Turbo 5G na may 12 gigs of RAM and 256 GB of storage is currently priced at 17,800 pesos, which I'll post the link on the description box below kung saan mo siya pwede mabili, or just simply click the product link para hindi kayo ma-scam. And just a word of warning, this is a China-ROM phone, hindi siya global variant. Installing Google Play Store here is very easy. Pasok lang kayo sa App Store neto, type Google Play, update, and you're done. Pagdating sa design, I really love itong pagka-purple na. Unang hawak ko dito, sabi ko, uy, parang Evangelion. Ang ganda ng kanyang pagka-purple dito. It looks very nice, very refreshing, and I simply love yung kanyang color dito. Matte finish ang kanyang likod, and mecha design ang kanyang likod. Andito ang kanyang fan, which is looking good, and meron siya nakapalubot dito na color green, which una akala ko is glow in the dark, pero sad to say, hindi. Could have been better kung glow in the dark, no? Pero sa kanyang Pro variant, umiilaw yung kanyang LED ring dito. Sa non-Pro, hindi umiilaw. Sad to say, tinry ko ang Globe and Smart SIM dito, hindi gumagana ang kanyang 5G. Maximum, 4G+. Sky dito, 5G na-achieve natin. Andito sa gilid lumalabas ang hangin na hinihigop ng kanyang fan. And overall, quite thin din ang kanyang bezels. And it's symmetrical all throughout the phone, which I think is pretty good and solid. Probably this is one of the first time sabihin ko maganda isang OPPO phone. And dito sa K13 Turbo. Now, si OPPO K13 Turbo, like the OPPO Reno 14 Pro 5G, doesn't have a flagship level na chip. This is only being powered by the MediaTek Dimensity 8450, pero based sa aking testing, it was able to score a 1.61 million points added to benchmark, which I personally think medyo mas lamang pa rin si 8S Gen 4 ni Qualcomm. Ito ang breakdown score na nakuha ko. Almost 4,000 ka na loop score and a 24% na stability dito sa Wildlife Extreme, quite low. Pero matinaw naman ka ng benchmark score dito sa kanyang CPU benchmarking sa Geekbench. Ito naman sa kanyang GPU benchmark. Now, pagdating naman sa battery, it has a massive na 7,000 mAh na battery. And it supports up to 80 watts of fast charging. So, charging from 0 to 100, siguro less than an hour tapos na. Dahil sa laki na kanyang battery. Now, on a day-to-day basis, kung ginamit mo itong phone na ito, I can say na kaya naman magtagal ng one whole day without charging, as long as hindi ka ng heavy gaming and hindi ka nagbi-video chatting the whole day, or hindi ka nag-record ng video the whole day din as well. Now, nung sinalang ko to sa PC Mark na battery stress test under 50% brightness and 60Hz na screen refresh rate, almost 16 hours ang binigay sa akin na screen on time. For me, not bad, pero could have been better. Dito ko napansin na medyo matakaw rin sa battery si 8450, parang si 8350. Pagdating sa display, this one almost had the same display din ng Reno 14 Pro 5G. It has a 6.8-inch na AMOLED display with a 120Hz screen refresh rate, and mataas din na kanyang screen-to-body ratio at 90%. This one is being powered by the Color OS inside Android version 15, and meron siyang IP68, IP69 na dust and water resistance as well. Just a quick word of warning, don't use this for underwater photography or underwater videography na pinapakita ng OPPO Reno 14 Pro 5G. Kahit anong sabihin pa rin natin, it's still a phone, hindi siya action camera. Water damage and physical damage, automatic void ang iyong warranty. Just a quick word of warning from Gadget Sidekick. Now, one of the good things naman dito sa kanya is maganda naman kanyang display. I did try to use this sa aking mga favorite social media like Facebook, TikTok, Twitter, Instagram. Pag nagsuscroll ka, okay naman ang feeling dito. Wala kaming problema dito dahil sobrang smooth naman ang naging experience ko dito. Well, for its price point, sabi ko sa'yo, ganda ng kanyang display. And kung nanonood ka naman ng video dito on YouTube, you can play up to 1.5K na display. And honestly, it was really good. Very immersive ang experience ko dito. And I would say na sharp ang mga pictures na nakikita ko din dito. Now, chinek ko naman ditong phone na ito, it has stereo speaker. Isa dito sa ilalim, which is 3 butas. And the other one is just one hole dito sa ibabaw, which I think there would be a imbalance between itong dalawang speakers na ito. But check lang natin gaano siya kalakas. Uy, not bad ang kanyang sounds ha. Quite loud para sa akin at this price point. Now, I did play 3 games dito on this phone. Genshin Impact, Wuthering Waves, and Call of Duty Mobile. Pagdating sa Call of Duty Mobile, I have no problem with it. Magandang gameplay dito, na smooth, and I was able to achieve 120 FPS dito on this game. Quite smooth naman experience ko dito. Wala kang maging problema sa kanyang controls, sa kanyang touch response, okay na okay siya. And yung sound is just okay. Not the best on any gaming phones na try natin, but I would say it's legitimately quite okay ang kanyang sounds. Immersive naman ang gameplay ko dito and I was able to get it going for an hour and pinakamainit na na-achieve ko is just 40 degrees Celsius. Now, pagdating sa Genshin Impact, sinagad ko rin ang kanyang graphical settings dito and I was able to get an average of 58 to 59 FPS. Nag-hover lang siya doon. Siguro there are times na bumaba siya ng mga 56, 57 pero most of the time na pag tinitingnan ko FPS counter, naglalaro siya sa 58 and 59. The gameplay was definitely good and I was able to play an hour and a half dito on this phone. Nag-enjoy naman ako ng husto dito sa kanya dahil sobrang nice naman ng kanyang graphics. I have no problem dito sa kanya and the touch response was definitely good. One of the things na nagustuhan ko dito sa kanya is okay ang kanyang sounds. And pinakamainit na na-achieve niya is just 41 degrees Celsius to my surprise. Pagdating sa Wuthering Waves, in-enjoy ko rin tong game na ito. I was able to max out din ang kanyang graphical settings dito and naglalaro ang FPS ko between 38 to 45. Doon ang so most of the time nasa 41, 42 pero pinakamababa na nakikita ko is 38 na pinakamataas na nakikita ko is 45. Pero mean average is naglalaro talaga siya sa 41, 42 most of the time. The gameplay was good. I have no problem with it. Siguro there's some minor lags along the way na napansin ko pero hindi naman siya masyadong garapalan na lags. And naglaro ng mga 1 hour dito. Though, I feel it's a little bit warm, pero hindi naman siya sobrang init na nakakapaso. The gameplay was good, ma-enjoy mo talaga siya, and the touch response is definitely okay. Pinakamainit na na-achieve ko dito is 44 degrees Celsius after an hour of gameplay. Now, pag-usapan naman natin kanyang camera. This one has a 50MP na main camera sensor and a 2MP na depth sensor. And it can shoot you up to 4K and 60. And ang kanyang front-facing camera is a 16MP which can shoot you up to 1080p and 30fps. Now, pakita ko lang sa inyo guys some of the shots na nakuha natin from the OPPO K13 Turbo na 5G. And taking a quick look at some of these shots, and I would say na not so bad itong outdoor shot na nakuha natin. It's really nice and yung details dito sa fruit na ito, I'm not quite sure kung ano fruit tawag dito, nakikita mo yung mga details na dito. Once you zoom it in, it's really nice and still very sharp. Kapag tumingin ka naman ng ibang plant shot, yung kanyang green, is a little bit saturated. Pero yung saturation niya is looking good naman. Hindi naman siya yung oversaturation na sobrang OA ang kanyang colors. And taking a look at some of these other greens, okay, not bad. And pag tinignan mo mga rocks na ito, and okay naman siya tingnan. All the details are preserved and looking very nice and very sharp naman ang mga subjects dito. Now, focusing on this rosebud was really nice and easy. Wala akong naging problema sa kanya. And checking out this flower, I love the color ng kanyang pagka-orange dito. This is just exactly the same color yung nakikita ko with my naked eye. Hindi siya OA, tamang-tama lang siya. Siguro a little bit of saturation pero not bad ang kanyang color reproduction. Pati itong purple na ito, I love the color purple dito. Ang ganda ng kanyang datingan. And pati ito parang mukhang enoki mushroom, mukhang okay na okay din ang kanyang pagkakuha dito. Really nice. And pati itong sili, no, kitang-kita natin dito, it really looks nice and sharp. So sa outdoor, pretty good siya. Pag nasa indoor ka, nasa low light, kung kumukuha ka ng mga shots like this one, like a coffee and a slice of cake, mukhang okay naman siya. Not bad, kahit medyo low light. And if you're trying to focus on your coffee naman and blurring all the way to the background, mukhang okay din naman tong shot na ito. Sharp na sharp yung logo, and I love yung kanyang color production. Pati itong painting na ito, no, I was quite surprised din na maganda rin yung kuha na ito. I hope si OPPO Reno 14 Pro 5G kasing ganda na ito. And taking a look at this one, honestly, I'm quite surprised na maganda ang kanyang pagka-focus dito. Very nice, very vibrant ang kanyang color. At pati itong aso na ito, looks really nice ang kanyang pagka-focus sa kanyang subject. And I love yung kanyang pagka-background blur din dito sa photo na ito. Taking some of this screenshot, surprisingly, hindi siya naging smooth. Surprisingly, hindi siya naging soft. Now, nilaro ko rin mga different lenses, and this is a normal shot. 2 times, 5 times, and 10 times zoom. Honestly, after 10 times zooming, medyo a little bit grainy, pero still very much readable pag hindi mo siya zoom in. Nausapang selfie naman tayo. Honestly, makita mo the imperfection sa akin mukha. And yung pati mga pawis, kitang-kita yung mga details, kita mo yung buhok, yung mga strands ng buhok. Very intact siya, no? And equally said din dito sa photo na ito, kitang-kita all of the imperfections sa akin mukha, which is definitely good for a camera, na front-facing camera, sharp na sharp siya. This one, kung medyo shaded, medyo mas nagiging soft ko di aking mukha. But this one, honestly, on indoor, not bad shot na ito. Kasi maganda ka ng lighting and was able to capture the details that I wanted it to capture. And pati itong shot na ito, though it's a little bit more softer kasi nabawasan ng ilaw. Pero this one, basta bigyan mo ng kunting ilaw na matino, I think it can definitely perform. Now, pagdating sa front-facing camera, to my surprise, hindi siya masyado shaky. And looking quite nice naman ng kanyang resolution, to my surprise. And the kanyang rear camera is also good. Stable na stable siya, just using my bare hand. And the color production is good. Medyo may pagka-cinematic effect. Not bad ang kanyang rear camera. Pwede pang vlogging to. Now guys, overall to phone na ito, I'm really surprised. Ang ganda ng kanyang performance. For a price point of 17,800 pesos, you get a lot dito sa phone na ito. And probably it's one of the first ni OPPO sa kanyang mga gaming series. And I would say na ma-enjoy mo talaga ang gaming on this phone. The camera is decent. Gaming is quite good. And yung kanyang design is probably one of my favorites so far. Lalo na kanyang purple is definitely a winner. I definitely highly recommend this one sa inyo, lalo na yung mga mahilig sa gaming. Wala kang maging problema dito. And of course, if you're planning to buy the OPPO Reno 14 Pro 5G, pag-isipan nyo muna mabuti dahil this is definitely a very, very good alternative and you save a lot of money over the 48K na OPPO Reno 14 Pro 5G. Now, if you want to know guys kung saan na pwede mabili itong phone na ito, I'll post the link on the description box below or just simply click the product link. And if you like this video, don't forget to share it to your friends. And a quick sub sa akin channel is definitely awesome. See you in my next one. And so, ako para si Richmond and you're watching Gadget Sidekick. Like and subscribe to my channel. Don't forget to hit that notification bell. For one of my latest uploads, click the dito. And for one of my popular uploads, click here.